Good afternoon. My name is Erica Zalek, and I'm doing my informative speech on the dangers of miscommunication in the medical field. My goal for the speech is to get my audience to understand how proper communication and proper documentation is important and helps keep everything running smoothly and helps protect the patient's life. One of my main points that I was wanting to talk about today is when writing down patients' information for documentation, for any type of medications that's been administered, any testing that the doctor needs to get done, make sure the writing is legible. There is so many different things that are very similar. For example, like abbreviations. There's the abbreviation for heart block is capital H and capital B. And for hemoglobin, it's capital H, lowercase b. When those two are getting treated, it's very different, and it can cause extreme harm on the patient when it gets mistreated. If a patient comes in for heart or chest pain, they're gonna assume that there's something with a heart block or a stroke or a heart attack. But if somebody's just coming in with dizziness and they give a patient with low hemoglobin medications for heart block, that could affect the heart instead of helping the patient raise their hemoglobin back up to normal levels, which also could affect the heart. Another abbreviation that are very similar is discharge and discontinue. Discontinue's abbreviation is D\C, all lowercase. Discharged is capital D, capital C. As you can see, they're very different, but the abbreviations are similar. With discontinued, it's like no longer making medications, or they're no longer doing a certain medical treatment. Discharges, they're letting the patient out of the hospital or the medical office. The last abbreviation I wanted to talk about is cardiac arrest and carcinoma. Carcinoma is capital A, or capital C, capital A, and lowercase c, lowercase a. And cardiac arrest is also capital C, capital A. If you're not exactly sure what the abbreviations are for the treatments, medication, diagnosis, just try to write them out as best as you can so the medical staff don't have to guess on what you are trying to say. Also, doing the 5 rights also helps eliminate giving the wrong treatment or wrong dose, wrong medications, and etc. The 5 rights are the right patient, right time, right dose, right drug, and right route. Approximately 2,000 patients annually are affected by miscommunications in the medical field. When miscommunication affects a patient's health, or it can cost up to $1.7 billion. When it comes down to a patient, the patient's health is the first priority when they come in to be saw. When patients get seen, they don't come in just to come in because they're bored. They come in because they actually need help and want to know what is going on with their body. So it is very important when a patient explains their chief complaint to pay attention to it. And when you have to write things down, make sure it is very legible and people don't have to guess. The last main point that I wanted to talk about is when a shift change occurs. When a new nurse comes in for a shift change and you're working with the same patient, make sure you give a full report to the nurse on exactly what you did, what time you gave the medications, the dose, the route, what testing has been done, because sometimes technology glitches and it might not scan in the system right away. So when the nurse goes in to go in their medical records, it might not be in there. Giving the new nurse a report before clocking out and leaving will help eliminate giving the patient too much medication and help eliminate the patient getting upset because you guys are repeating the same thing. I hope I helped you learn something. Thanks. Have a good one.